Solidarity Economy Center based in Budapest. It works since 2018. And we define our function as a cooperative development agency, meaning that we don't have economic activity of our own, but our profile is to facilitate the building of solidarity economy. But our focus is not on individual organizations, but rather on building the connections. So in this sense, the ecosystem aspect of solidarity economy development. And our activities are basically on 3 levels. One of them is just more general research and consultancy on various planes, financial, legal, also modeling that our partner organizations need. The second is that we initiated and are facilitating a network of existing solidarity economy initiatives in Hungary that are doing some economic work. What is happening in the network until now is that we have meetings. Now, because of the pandemic, this year we didn't have it, but hopefully next year we will do. And these meetings are to basically to help members know each other, understand each other's functioning more, and it also functions as this forum of solidarity economy business innovation, where new initiatives share the models that they are working on and get feedback from others. And we are also building new functions for this network based on what network members tell us. So this year we started a program for organizational development that is specifically targeted at democratic economic initiatives. And we also started a collaboration for cooperative IT services for network members. And then on the third level of our activities, we started to do model projects in new key areas which we think are important, but we didn't see existing initiatives in those areas. And Benő will speak about this part later more.
So as you imagine, it's a very horizontal organization. We have about 15 people in our organization who are working partly voluntarily, and a growing part of the work is done paid from grant applications. And we are grouped into the mentioned working groups focusing on these key areas. And so the key areas that we touch in our work are food, housing, care, and energy. And in all of these areas, we try to bring together experts, organizations, and stakeholders. And so there are no really working cooperative initiatives in most of these areas, but there are some developments and initiatives that try to tackle these issues already. So what we try is to bring them together and foster collaboration between them, and trying to see where the synergies are. So how can we maybe work out common solutions for common problems, such as legal and financial issues and stuff like that. And also very concretely, we are trying to develop model projects in those areas. We also initiated a consumer cooperative in the area of food. That is our model project in that area. And we aim to develop that into a consumer producer cooperative in the coming years or maybe months, we'll see. And to move on to the area of housing, there we started collaborating with one already existing housing cooperative in Hungary, which is the only one that really works according to cooperative principles. And what we aim for is to replicate that model. So it works now, but it's kind of an ad hoc structure, and we try to develop a workable model of that. So again, that is our model project in that area. In collaboration with Periphery Research Center, we plan to start a cooperative housing developer, which would be a dedicated agency to start as many housing co-ops as possible and to organize them into a comprehensive network. In the area of care, we also aim for developing a community-based non-exploitative solution for care needs, possibly also a cooperative, but we will need to see whether it is possible in Hungary. And finally, in the area of energy, we again try to start one concrete working model of an energy cooperative at the Gólya Cooperative hub, and also we started mapping the hurdles in the way towards that, which are mostly, in the case of Hungary, are legal issues and financial issues. Again, in the area of energy, we plan to start a dedicated agency that will be able to start as many energy cooperatives as possible. Again, in this area too, we tried to integrate it already with housing cooperatives and the development in that area. For example, now we are going to start a common research project with the housing cooperative working group to see whether there is a common solution for financing. We try to develop a community financing, crowd financing solution.
There is this contradictory situation that on the one hand, this vocabulary of cooperatives or solidarity and so on has this background of being delegitimated by the socialist practice, and then also the bashing of the socialist practice in the post-socialist period. But at the same time, organic practices of mutual help and community support that compensate for the lack of resources that people can access from the market or from the state are completely widespread. It's normal. It's much more normal. There are so many things that you don't need to invent or bring in as a new model because everybody's doing it. So our idea, one of our main ideas, was that we would like to bring these together and institutionalize them in such a way that they can be connected and protected from the forces of accumulation, because the way it works now is typically that in the crisis management it works as a bottom-up subsidy to capital. Like there was a crisis of mortgage loans after 2008. People have to pay like 2 or 3 times of installments compared to what they counted on. It is much higher than what they can pay from their wages, and then you have these networks of households who are paying for individual debts. And there are so many examples like that, how it works at the moment.